And we've been joined by East Carolina coach Ruffin McNeill. The Pirates are 7-3 overall, 4-2 in the American Athletic Conference. East Carolina was in action this past Saturday against Tulane. East Carolina won the game 34-6. Up next for the Pirates will be this Friday. East Carolina will be at Tulsa for an 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time start. Game will be televised on ESPNU. Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game or two against Tulane, maybe a word or two about Mr. Hardy and his record-setting performance through the course of his career, and then what you expect to see from your team as you visit Tulsa on Friday, please.
Okay. Well, last week on our conference, I made it clear that we were entering the fourth quarter of our season. We divide them into quarters, and that is like a boxing match, and we had 3 rounds left, 3 games left, 3 rounds, and we have to approach this week with the same exact mentality. 2 rounds left, and we have to be in the right mindset to compete this week. This is a short week, coupled with Thanksgiving, which we've been preparing for this, so our practices and practice days will be adjusted accordingly. But our focus will still remain, as it always is and has been, on dedication to our team and staying dedicated to our vision. But anytime you go on the road in this conference, you have to be at your best. So we knew last week would be a fist fight. We're going against the number 1 defense, Tulane, in the conference last week, and I thought our guys on offense made a lot of competitive plays. We were very good in the red zone, very positive in the red zone last week, and if we knew going into the game we would have to make competitive plays. They were a pressure team, and CJ is doing a great job at New Orleans forming his team and getting his base in. But offensively, I thought we had a chance to have some plays, some long plays. We call them explosive plays. I was very proud of that. And being able to run the football we knew would be very important against Tulane's defense because they're so well-rounded and very well coached. Defensively, I thought we did a good job, very good job of what we go into the game at controlling the run and trying to make sure we could affect the quarterback in third downs, and we were 5 out of 18 there, and had what we call mad plays, make a different plays, 22 of those plays during the game. Thought we did a great job of holding a team with very explosive receivers, really good young quarterback, coming along into running backs, keeping them out of the end zone. Special teams, I thought, and knew we would have to be key last week versus Tulane, and we met our goals on special teams, 8 goals that we go into, and our punt unit, we did a good job of giving our defense great field position. We had 4 of our punts that were down inside the 20, which really helped us. We've talked about trying to take advantage and use our special teams to give us great field position on offense and defense, and our punt team did a really good job at that. Our penalties have really cut down. I was pleased about that, both Cincinnati game and this last game. We must continue to do that, not stopping ourselves or beating ourselves. But we're looking forward to this week's preparation. We begin today. Normally it's a day off, but we will begin practicing today for Tulsa, and we'll continue all week, and we'll leave for Thursday. We'll celebrate Thanksgiving here in Greenville with all the coaches' families and our players, and before some take off, and then the travel team and the staff will travel to Tulsa. So looking forward to another tough game, another challenging game in Tulsa. And the kids have to, like I said before, making sure we're getting the right mindset to bring our best. Anytime you're on the road in this conference, we found out you have to be at your best. So, we'll be start preparing today. Looking forward to preparation.
We'll take questions for Coach Ruffin McNeill, please. Star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
Oh, you know what? I left out Justin Hardy too, didn't I? Say something about dues. Justin, I'm sorry about that, and it's just been such a great week, up and down week, challenging week at the beginning, but the game was a special time. Justin symbolizes what we stand for. He's been a guy dedicated to our team from the very beginning, and he always has been dedicated to our mission, never once taken away individual and accolades or awards for himself. He's worked his way from being a walk-on here 5 years ago to being one of the best wide receivers in college football. And Justin would, just like if you just get a chance to meet, he would deflect and reflect every award, and this award especially to his teammates. And again, I'm just honored to be around this young man, and I'm going to enjoy every second I have with him. And I'll tell our young kids to do the same. But Justin was humble as always after catching the ball and catching that pass and becoming the top receiver and receptions in the history of college football. And very proud of Justin, very proud of his teammates, great family. And sorry, I forgot to bring that in the beginning.
Great. Now we'll take questions for Coach McNeill. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
We'll take our first question from Dan Tortora with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hi, Coach. How you doing today?
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Doing very well. And looking on to the season, obviously, there's been a lot of positives that have happened for you. You have that opportunity to have the extra game at the end of the season, which I know is important. But when you look back on this season that you've had so far, like you said, separating it into 4 quarters, what have you learned about yourself as a coach at this point?
Well, you're always learning, Dan, and that's the fun part of it. You know, I emailed back and forth with Commissioner Resco last week, thanking him for his just positive and leadership and always being out front, undaunted, as we say here. But this is one of the most competitive leagues I've been in. Each week, as a coach, it's just a great challenge, and you love that about it. And you know, but on the same fact, I learned that what we began 5 years ago, Dan, of our team focus and dedication and being able to stay focused on a mission, bringing in the right people. Kids, you want great players, but you want great kids who are great players and who think team first. That thought, that value, that belief, it was very positive for me. Once you see it, you see the kids believing in it. The staff I have, Dan, has been one of the best staffs I've been a part of. They work and do things, and just you don't have to worry about anything getting done. Very thorough. They love coaching with one another and for one another. So this season, in a nutshell, it reaffirms that what we began 5 years ago of a belief and commitment to team concept, embracing your role, making the team better, and also being able to stay focused on a vision through adverse situations, through good situations, but staying focused on the mission. It reaffirmed that, along with having as a head coach, having a great staff, is how important that has been for me.
When you look on the competition, like you brought up, that you have here in the American Athletic Conference, some of them were new, some of them are familiar faces. Where do you feel like this conference is going? Do you really believe that with all the bonding of, you know, what was the Big East and Conference USA and everything else that makes the American Athletic Conference, do you truly look at the vision of the conference and the teams in the conference and see a bright future?
No doubt. Now, I mentioned leadership, and it all starts with what a good friend of mine, my mentor and consultant, Diane Duncan, taught me. It's command influence, and our commander has great influence, and again, non-flinching, undaunted. It starts at all the administrative staff in the league. The coaches staff, the athletic directors among the conference have that same vision and same approach that Commissioner Resco has of building a program. When I was in those meeting in the spring and the media meeting, you looked around that room, you saw a room full of really, really good football coaches that understood how to build programs, who had been through each stage of development as a coach. And the conference will do nothing but go up. As a matter of fact, is looking at that room, there were nothing but top coaches, not just in our conference, but around the country that I saw and see now. And then when you play their teams, you understand quickly the realization that they are one of top conferences, top programs in the country, and this conference can compete with any conference in the country. I have no doubt.
Thank you, Ruffin. I appreciate it as always.
Same here, Dan. Thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach McNeill, please? Star 1 on your telephone, if so. Coach, we'll let you off easy this week. Thanks for your time this week. And I look forward to talking to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.